Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 40490, Ninjago 10. Yes, that's the name of the set that it shows in the box. I'm not sure why it's called Ninjago 10, but this is a set of 3 Ninjago BrickHeadz for Ninjago's 10th anniversary. This set is a purchase with purchase at the LEGO store, which is a new system I don't think I've seen LEGO do before, but let me explain it to you real quick. So throughout the month of June, if you spend $85 or more on LEGO, you can get this set for $10 at the LEGO store. However, after June 30th, this set will be sold on its own for $30. As you can see, this set comes with 3 Ninjago BrickHeadz. You have a Golden Lloyd, a Samurai X Nya, and a Firstbourne Dragon. Also, this set was sent to me by the LEGO group through the LEGO Master Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So, let's take a look at these BrickHeadz. First, though, I just want to show the box for the set. You can see it's just called Ninjago 10. That's the name of the set. I don't really understand it, or whether or not it's just called like Ninjago 10th Anniversary BrickHeadz or something like that, but that's a minor thing. Let's get on to the actual review. So here's the first BrickHead, Lloyd, and something you may notice immediately, which is the case for all of these, is there is no new printed parts. BrickHeadz almost always come with new printed parts, whether it be for the torso, or for the eyes, or for a mouth or something, but this guy has nothing. And that's honestly very disappointing. Like, listen, I love that we're getting more Ninjago BrickHeadz. We've only gotten 2 ever before, and those are for the Ninjago movie, so it makes me very, very happy to see we're finally getting more. But these are essentially just mocks, because you can make this with your own parts. Like, all these pieces already exist in all these colors. There's no new prints or anything, which, I don't know, it's like, on the one hand, like, I appreciate that we got Ninjago BrickHeadz, but on the other hand, I wish they had, like, done a little bit more to give them a higher sense of quality, because don't get me wrong, this guy doesn't look bad, but he definitely would have benefited from printed parts. So you can see like the design in his torso right here. They just used some different colored plates to create some green, and then they used like the samurai helmet horns right here to create like the design on his torso instead of giving us a printed piece. And it's not that that looks bad, it's just not what they typically do with BrickHeadz, so it makes this guy feel out of place with the rest of them. Another thing is his eyes. They just used trans green parts, which is really disappointing. The original like Ninjago movie Lloyd had like actual green eye tile pieces, so I wish they would have at least reused those, but yeah, not introducing proper pieces for the eyes makes them look super strange. But complaints about the lack of printing aside, I do actually really like this guy. I appreciate getting more Ninjago BrickHeadz, and the fact that this is the Golden Legacy version of Lloyd shows that like you can remake this design for all of the Ninja if you want it, because this is just a Legacy suit. This is the Legacy hood and just like a Legacy torso and everything. So I think that's cool. It uses a combination of tan parts and gold parts to create the illusion of gold, as well as some dark green all throughout, just like the actual figure has. Yeah, I don't have a ton more to say about this guy. He also has the 10 years emblem at the front here. The other 2 figures don't have that, but this guy does. Yeah, I think he's good enough. The eyes, I think, are the biggest flaw of him. He doesn't look great with the eyes, but the rest of him, yeah, pretty good. I like this BrickHeadz. I'm excited to like display him on my shelf, but yeah, he's not spectacular. So next we have Samurai X Nya, which is probably my favorite of the 4, but it also is just confusing to me. This is her Season 4 Samurai X design, which is just such a random one to pick. Like, it represents that suit really well, but just why her Season 4 design? Why not her original or her Legacy? Because I feel like those 2 would be the most iconic. Season 4, I just think, is a really odd choice for this. My main thought is just because they felt that's the one that could translate into BrickHeadz the best, and yeah, it just feels weird for the 10th anniversary to be celebrating Nya's Season 4 Samurai X design, but that's a minor thing. For what it is, it actually looks really good. I love how they did the mouth guard right here, and the spikes coming out of the helmet, and then the actual helmet itself. And then the torso, once again, no printing, but they used this like gold ring piece to create the design on the torso, and I actually think that worked out pretty well. That one looks much better than the horns that they used on Lloyd's torso. You can see she has like these armored shoulder pieces right here. I believe this is a piece that's like originally designed for like cars and whatnot, so that's really cool parts reuse right there. Nothing going on in her back, though. You can see the back of the helmet, how it slopes down. I really love that helmet design. And then once again on the other side, you have that same like curved bit right there for the armor, and then you can see she's holding just like a standard golden sword. And then back around the front, you can see she has dark green robes that drape down over onto her legs. Once again, I'm disappointed by the lack of printed parts, but I think this like captures Nya really well. You could have showed this to me like months ago, and I would have told you this was Nya very easily. So I'm happy with it. It's just, yeah, the printed torso piece would have made it perfect. And then finally, we have Firstbourne, which is probably the strangest choice of them all, the Season 9 Dragon Firstbourne. She definitely looks funky. On the box art, she looks quite bad, but having her in person, she looks a bit better. I'm trying to spin her around so you can actually see how she really looks, but trust me when I say she is a bit better in person than she looks in pictures. Obviously, her head is huge and oversized compared to her body, but it's a BrickHead, that's what they're supposed to be. And I think the horns are actually done surprisingly well. I think they capture Firstbourne's like head shape pretty darn well. You got to look at her from a bit of an angle, right, to like actually see the face shape. You can see she's got that like bit of a beard right here like she does in the actual set and in the show. two like bright yellow eyes right here, the teeth coming up, which I think are cute. She also has little wings on the side, which could flap up just like that. She's got like this mane out the back, which I absolutely love, with the red and the light orange slope pieces all coming together like this. You can see she's got a bit of a tail right here. It comes down and comes out just like that. And then we lift the wings up, you can see what her legs look like. This is a very similar design to what they did with Buckbeak from LEGO Harry Potter last year. And overall, I actually am quite happy with this design. Again, I know she looks a little funky, but trust me when I say she is a bit better in person. I'm trying to spin her around so you can see like how good she actually looks, but like she's not perfect. She's definitely not amazing. She does look a bit bizarre, but I am very happy with how she looks at the end. And this is one where I don't think a printed part was needed. The other two, like, obviously printed parts would have been nice, but this one, like, she looks perfect without the printed parts. So, overall, what do I think of this set? This set is bizarre. Very, very bizarre. I don't know where, like, the idea for this came up. Like, why did they decide to do Ninjago BrickHeadz to do these three characters specifically? Legacy Lloyd, Season 4 Nya, and Firstbourne. The circumstances surrounding this are just bizarre to me, and I don't get it. But as a set, I think it's decent. This set is very, very unfortunate for buyers in the US, because at the time of me recording this, it does not look like the Seabound sets are going to come out on June 1st in the US. And if that is the case, that means you have to spend $85 on existing Ninjago sets to get this set. And that's just really, really disappointing, I feel, because a lot of big Ninjago fans are already going to have most of the sets they already want from Legacy or Master of the Mountain or from the Island earlier this year. So finding $85 to spend in June is definitely really, really, like, it's going to be difficult for a lot of people to do. So I don't like the circumstances of how they're releasing this, and the fact that it's a purchase of the purchase instead of gift of purchase, I don't know, like, just, like, I feel like it should have just been given for free. And then the set itself, I think it's really cool for Ninjago fans, but also, because there is no printed parts, it's not that difficult to make this yourself if you wanted to. Like, you can look up the instructions online and get all the parts yourself. So, if you just want the Nya, because she's by far the best one, you can just look at the instructions for her, and you might even have the pieces to make her already. So I think this set definitely could be better, especially by introducing some printed parts to make these feel more like BrickHeadz and not like MOCs. But in the end, I am just happy we're getting Ninjago BrickHeadz again, and these are fairly decent. The Nya is great. The Lloyd, it has its flaws, but it's pretty good. And the Firstbourne, while she's a bit funky looking, is about as good as you can get for a BrickHeadz dragon. And in the end, I am happy with her, and she does look like Firstbourne. So would I recommend this set? I don't know, like, if you're not in the US and you're getting Seabound sets on June 1st anyway, then yeah, sure, pay the extra $10 to get this as well. But if you're US based, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, if you have $85 worth of Ninjago sets you don't have that you want to get, then sure, pick this one up. But once this costs $30 on its own, I don't know if it's worth it. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think, because this is, I'm very conflicted about this set, so I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about this set in the comments below. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please press like, subscribe if you're new. I do LEGO and Ninjago videos like this every single day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Also, this is going up on June 1st, I believe, so I should have Seabound reviews either already up or coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that, or go check them out on the channel. If they're out right now, they'll probably be a card on screen. But yeah, that's about all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!